down, go down, go down, go down. Got fear in a single line. Your whole mask crack, can't pretend you fine. Then voice fade when it touches mine. I speak dead truth, cut through your spine.
Wood rage, I'm quiet in a sealed cage. Your cheap bluff snap under real rage. Calm stare, burn slow like a backstage. One raw phrase, rewrite your whole page. Dark pulse, cling tight like an iron clamp. Your bold tone shrink with my word stamp. Fear bloom quick like a wildfire camp. I drop one sound in time, move damp. Rust breath, live it with a sharp taste. Your fake pride fall at a fast pace rate. No loud act last when the truth dictate. I hold cold power, you evaporate.
Cold tongue, car fear in a single line. Your whole mask crack, can't pretend you fine. Then voice fade when it touches mine. I speak dead truth, cut through your spine.
Еще короче, еще грязнее, еще злей. Еще короче, еще грязнее, еще злей. Ash mine, cast shadows on your weak roar. Your threats drop flat, nothing at the core. My low tone hit deep like a locked door. One blunt word don't stand anymore. Great venom seeps slow through a tight grin. Your backbone bend when the bars sink in. Rage too loud, never built to win. I bring quiet heat, burn from within. Iron calm pressed down like a dead weight. Your cheap claim die at the hands of fate. Raw truth land sharp, never hesitate. I stay unshaken, you disintegrate.
Cold tongue, car fear in a single line. Your whole mask crack, can't pretend you fine. Then voice fade when it touches mine. I speak dead truth, cut through your spine. Gold tongue, 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 gold tongue.
Rusty scalpel.
Hold still. This might hurt.
Waking up, paralyzed, staring at the light. Doctor in the mask, yeah, he's blocking out the sight. Cold steel, touching on the warm and living skin. Paying for the losing, cause I'm never gonna win. Sipping on the money, just another incision. Blurry in the mind and I'm blurry in the vision. Mirror on the ceiling, showing organs in the red. Voices in the room, yeah, they messing with the head. Hollow in the chest, he is cutting it away. Waiting for the ending of the miserable day. Silence is the terror in the muscle in the vein. Living in the center of the heavy bloody rain.
Rusty scalpel digging in the gut. Open a wound that was previously shut. Rusty scalpel shaking in the hand. Buried in the mystery I never understand.
Cuts ice, cold as ice, paying every price. Gambling with the organs like I'm rolling with the dice. Click, clack, maniac, panic attack. Vision turning red, yeah, vision turning black. Switch the blade, getting paid. Living in the shade, digging up the grave with the rusty little spade. Paranoid, annoyed, chemically destroyed. Every single happiness is getting null and void. I'm a savage, I'm a waste, I'm a patient on the table. Listening to the stories and the lying and the fable. Pop another seal, make it real, make it feel. Spinning on the rim of the jagger rusty steel. Ash to ash, dust to dust, iron in the rust. And the surgeon in the center is the only trust.
Open wide, look inside. Take it out, scream and shout. Rusty scalpel digging in the gut. Opening the wound that was previously shut. Rusty scalpel shaking in the hand. Buried in the mystery I never understand. Rusty scalpel digging in the gut. Opening the wound that was
Sitting in the silence, listening to the static. Thoughts inside my head, yeah, getting kinda tragic. Bottle on the table, demons in the glass. Watching all the moments and the hours pass. Friends turn to snakes, yeah, I see the venom drip. Loading up the sorrow in the extended clip. Buried all my trust in a shallow little grave. Looking for a reason, looking for a way to save my soul from the fire, burning deep inside. Nowhere left to run, nowhere left to hide. Echoes in the hallway, calling out my name. Life is just a picture in a broken frame. Severed ties, cut the line, say goodbye. Watch the bridges burn, watch the embers fly. Severed ties, walk away, never look back. Fade into the darkness, fade into the black. Yeah, paranoid, schizoid, living in the void. Everything I touch, yeah, getting it destroyed. Click, tap back, heart attack rate. Running from the devil, running from my fate. Pop another pill just to keep the balance straight. Arriving at the pearly gates a little too late. I'm a loner, I'm a stoner, I'm a waste of space. Disappearing slowly without leaving a trace. Graveyard shifting, coffin looking nice. Gamble with my life and I roll the snake eyes. Shadows on the wall, yeah, they dancing with the gloom. Waiting for the reaper in the corner of the room.
Burn it down to the ground. No more sound. Lost and found. Lost and found.
Severed ties, cut the line, say goodbye. Watch the bridges burn, watch the embers fly. Severed ties, walk away, never look back. Fade into the darkness, fade into the black, yeah. Fade into the dark, fade into the black, yeah.
Ice pick, ice pick, ice pick. I am motherfuckers that be manipulating motherfuckers. Ice pick, ice pick, ice pick. I am motherfuckers that be manipulating motherfuckers. Ice pick, ice pick, ice pick. I am motherfuckers that be manipulating motherfuckers. Ice pick, ice pick, ice pick. I am motherfuckers that be manipulating.
Yeah, keeping me awake. Thought I got a tool for the memory take. Slotted in the corner, riddled with a little lies. Separating the nerves, so I never gonna cry. Sipping on the money, yeah, the brain is feeling loose. Tied in the strap in the medical news. Mirror showing zombie with the hollow on the stairs. Sitting in the middle of the heavy nightmare. Hollow in the head, yeah, the thoughts are dripping out. Trying to remember what the screaming was about. Silence is the static in the frontal lobe. Probing with the meta, yeah, the golden heavy probe. Ice pick sliding in the brain. Killing all the pleasure and killing all the pain. Ice pick, wiggle it around. Turn the heavy silence to the only sound. Click, click, crack the skull, panic, get attacked. Vision turning white, yeah, fade into the black. Switch the mind, leave behind. Hard to find. Walking through the maze of the broken double bind. Paranoid, chemically destroyed. Every single happiness is getting null and void. I'm a savage, I'm a waste, I'm a vegetable state. Set up on the cold in a sterile metal plate. Pop another seal, make it real, make it feel. Spinning on the rim with a jigger rusty steel. Ash to ash, dust to dust. I read into rust, and the lobotomy is the only trust. Ice pick sliding in the brain. Killing all the pleasure and killing all the pain.
Alright. No way out. Yeah. Way through the water where the gators lying wait. Born in the shadow of a crooked, broken gate. Sipping on the syrup, yeah, I'm moving like a snail. Writing out my story from inside a rusted jail. Fog on the river, hiding bodies in the reed. Planting all the sorrow, yeah, I'm planting every seed. Demons in the moss, hanging from the cypress tree. Looking for a savior, but there ain't no one but me. Black lung smoking, yeah, I'm choking on the ash. Life is just a rental waiting for the final crash. Sold my soul for pennies, now I'm paying with the blood. Drowning in the sorrow, yeah, I'm drowning in the mud. Blood in the bayou, washing all the pain. Red in the river, mixing with the rain. Blood in the bayou, sinking to the slime. Running from the reaper, running out of time. Click, clack, boom, doom, doom, doom is coming soon. Howling like a wolf at the pale crescent moon. Paranoid, schizoid, living in the void. Everything I built, yeah, getting destroyed. Switch the lane, swerve, crash, turning into dust. Metal in the spine, yeah, covered up in rust. I'm a savage, I'm a waste, I'm a ghost in the machine. Living in the nightmare, living in the scene. Pop another pill, yeah, just to numb the feel, yeah. Making deals with the darkness, trying to heal, yeah. Graveyard shifting, coffin looking nice. Gamble with my life, and I paid the heavy price.
Sink down deep, eternal sleep. No more breath, only death, only death, only death.
Blood in the bayou, washing all the pain. Red in the river, mixing with the rain. Blood in the bayou, sinking to the slime. Running from the reaper, running out of time.
The end is here.
I hear demons in the smoke, call my name beneath the ground. Claws scratch, echoes in the dark, trying to drag me where they bound. Fire humming in my veins every time they come around. If they not reveal their shape, I never flinch, I stand my ground. Wait. Red eyes lurk past the tree line in the cold mist. Shadows twist slow like they speaking in the notice. Hear a growl rumbling deep where the stones sit. Feel the heat rise like the world got its soul split. Dark claws scrape circles in the dirt path. Every mark carved omen of a cursed wrath. Wind howls strange like it tryna do the math. Counting every fear that I locked in my own past. I see horns silhouette in the false breath. Hero
voice, I'm low like a chant for the undead. But I walk straight even when the ground bled. I've been raised by the night, I don't bow, I don't dread. I had demons in the smoke, call my name beneath the ground. Claws scratch echoes in the dark, tryna drag me where to bound. Fire humming in my veins every time they come around. If the night reveal their shape, I never flinch, I stand my ground. Flames curl black when the beasts rise. Hear the breath cut air with a steep cry. Shadows crawl fast with a deep drive, but I move slow, keep calm, keep a clean mind. Chains rattle faint in the far trees. Heat pulse heavy when the dark breathe. See the ground cracks like when the fiend sees. Feel the air turn red as the fear freeze. But I don't bend when they form shift. Don't shake when the earth lifts. If they step close, I don't drift. I stare back steady with a cold gift. In the fire I hear them speak. In the smoke their shadows speak. If they want my fear this week, I stay strong, I stay bleak. I hear demons in the smoke, call my name beneath the ground. Claws scratch echoes in the dark, tryna drag me where to bound. Fire humming in my veins every time they come around. If the night reveal their shape, I never flinch, I stand my ground.
I don't rush steps, I let clocks turn. You brag too loud for a man who burn. Stare too long and you cross my concern. One quiet nod and you take the turn. I don't rush steps, I let clocks turn. You brag too loud for a man who burns. Stare too long and you cross my concern. One quiet nod and you take that turn. Storm in my chest but my face stay numb. You talk real wide but your voice sound dumb. Power ain't loud, it's the way you come. I move too calm for a man to overcome. Heavy coat drag with a street light die. Truth in my tone make the weak comply. You show your fear when you justify. I see right through every crafted lie. Hands don't tremble in the heat is on. My temper pressure you can't postpone. I don't throw fists just to claim my throne. My silence alone make your backbone prone. I don't rush steps, I let clocks turn. You brag too loud for a man who burn. Stare too long and you cross my concerns. One quiet nod and you take that turn. Streets grow darker when I hold my ground. You ain't so tough till the truth unwound. Fear in your breath make a muffled sound. Even your crew don't stay around. Jaws stay locked when the tension hit. I don't need hype, I don't need to commit. Every fake threat that you try to transmit fall apart fast, you just counterfeit. All nights force me in colder ways. I don't forget what the street conveys. You try stay bold in the losing phase. I shut you down in a single phrase. I don't rush steps, I let clocks turn. You brag too loud for a man who burn. Stare too long and you cross my concerns. One quiet nod and you take the turn.
Paranoia tapes. On your pay. On your pay. Paranoia tapes. Watch your back. On your pay. Trust no one. On your pay. On your pay. Paranoia tapes.
Sitting in the dark, staring at the closed door, wondering if I can't take it anymore. Shadows creeping in through the cracks in the blind, losing all the pieces of my fractured mind. Whispers in the air, yeah, they telling me lies.
poison, trying to sedate. Feeling like a prisoner of my own fate. Cold sweat dripping, all this beating out the chest. Put the weary soul to an eternal rest. Walking on the edge of a razor blade. Living in the mess of the choices I made. Paranoia rising, yeah, scratching at the skin. Let the nightmare start, let the chaos begin. Paranoia rising, voices screaming in the ear. Feeding on the panic, yeah, feeding on the fear. Switch, twitch, itch, glitch in the brain. Running from the sorrow, running from the pain. Click, clack, boom, doom, impending gloom. Sweeping up the ashes with a broken broom. Everybody watching, everybody know I'm a circus freak in a twisted show. Pop another seal, yeah, just to numb the feel. Is it fantasy or is it really real? Graveyard shifting, coffin looking nice. Gamble with my soul and I roll the snake eyes. I'm a savage, I'm a waste, I'm a ghost in the shell. Living in a personal private hell.
Voices won't stop, make them stop, fade to black.
Paranoia rising, yeah, scratching at the skin. Let the nightmare start, let the chaos begin. Paranoia rising, voices screaming in the ear. Feeding on the panic, yeah, feeding on the fear.
That'll bleed through the cracks in my head. Static drown out everything I said. Hollow thoughts circle painted in red. I don't fear death, I fear what I bred. Black coal hum somewhere under my skin. Every dark truth echo deep within. Mind split sharp like a serrated sin. Nothing feel real but the noise and the spin. Cold glitch rise like a ghost in my brain. Patterns collapse then reform again. Silence hit harder than the heaviest pain. Living in loops I can never explain. White fog crawl in the back of my sight. Pulse turn thin in the absence of light. Thoughts mutate when the tension ignite. I breathe in fear, exhaled in the night. That'll bleed through the cracks in my head. Static drown out everything I said. Hollow thoughts circle painted in red. I don't fear death, I feel what I bred. That'll bleed through the cracks in my head. Static drown out everything I said. Hollow thoughts circle painted in red. I don't fear death, I feel what I bred. Dim wise twist through the depth of my chest. Old memories rot where the shadows nest. Chaos speak loud when my mind unrest. Truth turn toxic, never confess. Dark post flicker like a broken sign. World been wrong when I crossed the line. Identity glitched and refused to align. I exist halfway, undefined by design. Burnt thoughts drift like a dead right. Heavy is the calm in the core of the spite. Nothing in the dark ever feel right. Still I stay steady, feeding on the night. That'll bleed through the cracks in my head. Static drown out everything I said. Hollow thoughts circle painted in red. I don't fear death, I feel what I bred.
dark thoughts in my head, set fire to the beat. Shadow in the corner, always watching my feet. If you step too close, you get dropped on the street. Bass hit hard like a fist to the jaw. Cowbell knock like I'm breaking through the wall. I don't say much, I just stand real tall. If you try your luck, you gon' learn how to fall. Quick hands, fast moves, no talk when I slide. Heat in my coat and the glare in my eyes. You bark loud, but you won't bite twice. I stay cold-blooded, never roll no dice. Step back, I'm creeping in the night, no sound. Cowbell hit, make the whole block down. Eyes low, mask on when I move through town. If you talk big, you get laid to the ground. You get laid to the ground. You get laid to the ground. Fast lane living out the way for the week. I've been hunting in the dark every day of the week. You move sloppy and you talk too cheap. I move silent, let the pressure go deep. Black hood, red eyes to the death stare. Every step I take make the whole block glare. You look lost, I can tell you ain't prepared. When the bass hit twice, you gon' vanish in the air. Cowbell knock like a demon on the door. You don't wanna see what I keep in the drawer. I stay on point, always ready for more. Nighttime beats, hear the echo on the floor. Step back, I'm creeping in the night, no sound. Cowbell hit, make the whole block down. Eyes low, mask on when I move through town. If you talk big, you get laid to the ground. Rema. Dark mind, cold grain, pressure in my chest. Low tone, sharp edge, nothing to confess. You play bold, break quick, couldn't handle stress. I speak once, cut deep, leave a heavy mess. Black thoughts swirl tight like a steel cord. Calm face, hide things you can't afford. Your whole act fall flat, looking overboard. I keep quiet, but the silence hit like a warlord. Rage locked in my veins like a red spark. You show fear every time that the beat dark. Fake tough talk crack when the truth mark. I stay cold, every word like a death mark. Heat rise in the room when the vibes switch. Your crew shake when they hear how my words pitch. One glare turn the whole scene glitch. You chase clout, but your coverage too rich, yo. Dark mind, cold grin, pressure in my chest. Low tone, sharp edge, nothing to confess. You play bold, break quick, couldn't handle stress. I speak once, cut deep, leave a heavy mess. Leave a heavy wave. Leave a heavy wave.
Storm trapped in my skull like a K-shake. You bluffed in like a glass you can unbreak. Lines hit heavy, no room for a mistake. Fear spread quick like a wave when the stakes wake. Comrades sitting low like a loaded shell. You bark loud but the sound never ring well. I talk less but the tone like a cracked bell. Truth cut sharp, every lie got a burnt smell.
Mind sharp like a blade cut from Mosin. Dark thoughts press deep from the world spin. Your pride fall fast, wasn't built thick within. I stay grim, never been, that's the way I win. Dark mind, cold grin, pressure in my chest. Low tone, sharp edge, nothing to confess. You play bold, break quick, couldn't handle stress. I speak once, cut deep, leave a heavy mess. Leave a heavy mess. Leave a heavy mess.
Yeah, wash it away. Stains never leave. Yeah. Staring at the poison, stain with the rust. Turning all the memories into positives. Mirror is a witness, looking at the crime. Running out of patience, yeah, I'm running out of time. Sipping on the muddy, feeling kinda slow. Where the hell I'm headed, man, I really don't know. Shadows in the bathroom, flickering light. Demons coming out to play in the middle of the night. Hollow in the chest, yeah, the heart is made of stone. Dialing up the devil on the burner telephone. Silence is the loudest thing I ever really heard. Spitting out the venom with
every single word.
Razor on the scene, waiting for the slide. Nowhere left to run, nowhere left to hide. Razor on the scene, sharp and cold as ice. Gamble with my soul and I paid the heavy price. Switch, click, sick, buried in the brick. Life is just a candle and I'm burning down the wick. Paranoid, annoyed, living in the void. Every single happiness is getting null and void. Panic in the system, yeah, the glitch is getting real. Pop another pill just to numb the way I feel. I'm a savage, I'm a waste, I'm a ghost in the machine. Living in the nightmare, living in the scene. Graveyard shifting, coffin looking nice. Walking on the edge of the jagged little slice. Ash to ash, dust to dust, iron in the rust. In the reflection is the only thing I trust. Watch it bleed, plant the seed. What I need, let me feed. Razor on the sink, waiting for the slide. Nowhere left to run, nowhere left to hide. Razor on the sink, sharp and cold as ice. Gamble with my soul and I paid the heavy price. Clean.
Jumping on the sink, jumping on the sink, jumping on the sink, jumping on the sink, jumping on the sink.
Back up, I'm stepping with the blade and the grin. Cowbell knock, let the trouble begin. I stay sharp when the night look thin. If you act tough, you get thrown in the bin. I'm stepping with the blade and the grin. Cowbell knock, let the trouble begin. I stay sharp when the night look thin. If you act tough, you get thrown in the bin. Dark coat swing, I slide through the block. Bass it heavy like a roundhouse knock. Move too quick, leave dust when I walk. Talk too loud, get split by the shot. Cold face, no fear, I don't flinch none. Heat in my palm, if you thinking you the big one. Night run deep, I been living where the risk come. If you step wrong, that's the day that you get done. Sharp mind, sharp stance, I don't break pace. Cowbell bounce at the tone in the chase. Mask stay low when I'm moving through space. One wrong word and you out of the place. Back up, I'm stepping with the blade and the grin. Cowbell knock, let the trouble begin. I stay sharp when the night look thin. If you act tough, you get thrown in the bin. Run up, shut up, I don't play nice. Cold blood, no love, rolling like dice. You freeze once, I'ma tag you twice. Street don't care about your cheap advice. Dark room, deep boom when the bass drop. You step wrong all night, make your face stop. Pull low when I'm sliding through the side like cowbell hit. Got the whole block, stand up, fast hands. Quick snap, never miss aim. Whole vibe shift when I enter tip frame. You chase hype, I've been earning my name. Too cold, too sharp, never playing your games. Back up, I'm stepping with the blade and the grin. Cowbell knock, let the trouble begin. I stay sharp when the night look thin. If you act tough, you get thrown in the bin. I'm stepping with the blade and the bin. I'm stepping with the blade and the bin. If you act tough, you get thrown in the bin.
Walk too quiet, but the fear too loud. Real ones see me and they clear the crowd. You talk big words, but your stance not proud. One small move and you're not allowed.
Jaw lock tight when the night unfold. Nothing about me ever fits your mold. You chase quick shine, I control the cold. Power ain't hype, power stays untold. Heavy breath hang in a narrow street. Calm on my face, but my pulse concrete. You swing too wild, I don't need to compete. One slow step, knock you off your feet.
Eyes don't shift when the tension climb. You talk too much just to buy some time. I don't need threats, every word a crime.
I break your mask in a single line.
Walk too quiet, but the fear too loud. Real ones see me and they clear the Once more move and you're not allowed.
Walk too quiet but the fear too loud. Real ones see me and they clear the crowd. You talk big words but your stance not proud. Once more move and you're not allowed.
Hands stay steady when the scene go dark. I don't chase smoke, I ignite the spark. You track bold but your heart too stark. I read your fear like a weather mark. Old scars pulse with a slow sharp ache. Made me see lies before you even fake. You built too fragile for the hits you take. I stay unshaken, you built to break.
Stone deep calm in a thick night air. I don't need noise, I just stand and stare. Your whole routine made to look like care.
But one hard look put you under there. But the fear too loud. Real ones see me and they clear the crowd. You talk big words but your stance not proud. Once more move and you're not allowed.
Watch the drop.
If they feeling on a burger stage, staring at the basket. Preacher reading rusted words from the open casket. Raiders hanging heavy, yeah, shining in the sun. Waiting for the signal, yeah, the judgment has begun. Sipping on the muddy, just pick all the shit in dirt. Getting what I ordered, and I'm getting what I earned. It was showing up, them up the reflection of the steel. This is just a nightmare, man, it isn't even real. I got hollow in the neck. That's the monster beating Tyler. Say,
broken voice. Pull the plug now, I don't need a choice.
Still in my breath when the gears turn red. I don't seek help, I erase instead. Fear drips slow from the back of my head. Every old memory already dead.
Slow steps echo like a rusted chain. Pressure in my grin when I bleed disdain. I break routine just to unrestrain. Tear through truth like a data drain.
Cold hands twitch when the balls fall flat. I don't trust calm, never live like that. Thoughts crash hard like a format spat.
I become the glitch you can't combat. Crack my skull just to clear the noise. I run flat but I kill the voice. Static in my thoughts like a broken voice. Pull the plug now, I don't need a choice.
Mind break open when the screen flash white. I don't chase fear, I convert it to spite. Shadows crawling when I kill the light. I dissolve myself just to reignite.
Sugar slip out when the stress overflow. You run from truth but nowhere to go. I peel back layers you don't wanna show. I turn raw chaos into violent glow. Drift through noise like a phantom spark. I don't fear pain, I evolve from dark. When the world malfunction and misses mark, I rise from the static like a fractured dog.
Crack my skull just to clear the noise. I run flat but I kill the voice. Static in my thoughts like a broken voice. Pull the plug now, I don't need a choice. Selling in my chest spread. MDIC true when the world shed. Every calm moment feel built from the bloodshed. Footsteps echo like a warning in a steel hall. Pain stick close like a shadow when the fears call. People talk loud but they vanish when the real falls. So I move solo, don't depend on a weak wall. Rain drips slow from the rooftops on my long path. Thoughts hit hard like a storm in a cold breath. Life draw lines on my face like a rough graph. Still I walk steady when the dark laugh. Low light on the pavement when I'm walking through the night. Humming on my shoulders, every thought is silent fire. Shadows move when I breathe like they copy in my stride. If the darkness want me closer, I ain't got a place to hide. Hey, eyes low, I've been watching from the sideline. Mind cold, I've been living with a tight strain. World bold, but I cut through the night rain. So low, but it moved with the right pain. Step slow, I can hear when the wind shift. Fear grow, but I treat it like a small gift. Lights glow, but the mood always stays stiff. Dark flow, but I move with the calm drift. Truth sharp, I don't run when they hit quick. Past scars will remind me that the world's slick. Cold heart never melt from a small trick. Stay dark even when the pain thick. Hit the street, I'm low. The dark wind blow. If the fear try grow, I stay still, move slow. Low light on the pavement when I'm walking through the night. Heavy mind on my shoulders, every thought a silent fire. Shadows move when I breathe like they copy in my stride. If the darkness want me closer, I ain't got a place to hide. yeah, yeah, yeah. Cold stare, dark tone, pressure in the room. Small words, big weight, feel the quiet boom. Fake threats, weak hearts, all of them assume. One line, drop, whole crowd meet doom. Cold stare, dark tone, pressure in the room. Small words, big weight, feel the quiet boom. Fake threats, weak hearts, all of them assume. One line, drop, whole crowd meet doom. Black haze sit heavy in my deep mind. You're tough talk, then can't hold any real grind. True cut, sharp when the beat hit a line. I speak calm, let the fear get defined. Still nerves locked tight like a cage frame. Heat rise quick when you play the wrong flame. I stay cold, never chase any loud claim. Your whole squad fold when they hear my name. Grim thoughts pressed down like a stone weight. Every lie that you push got a cheap fate. You want dick, your heart in the wrong state. I stay cryptic, let your fear translate. Cold stare, dark tone, pressure in the room. Small words, big weight, feel the quiet boom. Fake threats, weak hearts, all of them assume. One line, drop, whole crowd meet doom.
Sharp grin, low voice, you can read the intent. Every rumor you spread never made an event. Whole vibe twist quick when my message gets sent. Yo, backbone snap, wasn't built for the descent. Hate buzz low like a wire in a dead wall. Fear crawl fast when the silence start to fall. You push loud noise, but it end with a stall. I speak one truth, then it shatter your call.
Black flame, burn slow, in my inner core. Your pride weak, never stood through a real war. Pressurized sides, but I never hit the floor. I stay quiet, but the quiet hit more. Cold stare, dark tone, pressure in the room. Small words, big weight, feel the quiet boom. Fake threats, weak hearts, all of them assume. One line, drop, whole crowd meet doom. Cold steps echo through the night. I move with heavy breath. Shadows linger on my back like they've been waiting for my rest. Every corner feel alive, every silence feel possessed. If the darkness want my mind, let it put me to the close.
Black smoke girl from the cracks in my thoughts. Heartbeat slow like it's tied up in knots. Walking in the rain till my feet is alright. Every drop hit the ground like a gunshot. Mind been drifting in the deep end. Pain in my voice when I speak then. Trust no soul, everyone pretend. Only shadows stay real when the nights bend. Seen too much for a clean slate. Walk too long with a mean fake. If the cold world looking up the front gate, I'll break through slow with a dead weight.
Cold steps echo through the night. I move with heavy breath. Shadows linger on my back like they've been waiting for my rest. Every corner feel alive, every silence feel possessed. If the darkness want my mind, let it put me to the test. Eyes low, city glow, feel distant. Thoughts race, every fear still persistent. Life cold, every day feels twisted. Walk hard, every scar stay listed. Dark clouds follow where I tread next. Past tickle loud like a vortex. Every wrong turn got a raw hex. Now I curve my path to the complex. If the night pull close, I don't flinch. Stand firm even when the pain pinch. Where I wanna shove, but I move in an inch. I've been made from the parts of the dark rings. I've been made from the parts of the dark rings. I've been made from the parts of the dark rings.
Let the frost burn on my skin. Let the dark seep deeper within. If the weight call out where I've been, I return with a half-dead grin.
Cold steps echo through the night. I move with heavy breath. Shadows linger on my back like they've been waiting for my rest. Every corner feel alive, every silence feel possessed. If the darkness want my mind, let it put me to the test. Shut down quick when the code runs thin. Mind glitch out, but I don't give in. Break my form just to shed my skin. If I fall once, I restart again. I restart again. Cold blow hits when the gears misalign. Rust in my lungs like a factory sign. Thoughts turn red when I cross that line. Every dark impulse now redesign. Metal scrape loud in a hollow room. I bloom in the dark like a wide out bloom. Burn my sanity out with a quiet boom. I feed off chaos like I'm built for doom. No cold breath when the cycle reset. I don't want peace, I ain't learned that yet. Fear don't hit when the nerves offset. I cut my limits like a dead chip set. Shut down quick when the code runs thin. Mind glitch out, but I don't give in. Break my form just to shed my skin. If I fall once, I restart again. I restart again. I restart. Static in my spine, make my hands twitch fast. Never been safe, never built to last. You run from the truth, but I face it cast. Turn my whole past into broken glass. Circuit in my skull, start to leak raw noise. I don't feel joy, I destroy false boys. Pull apart masks that the world employs. I was born in the void with the glitch bomb boys. Pressure in my bones when the dark compress. I tear through fear like a system stress. You try keep up, but you can't process. I break each thought till there's nothing to address. Shut down quick when the code runs thin. Mind glitch out, but I don't give in. Break my form just to shed my skin. If I fall once, I restart again. I restart again. I restart again. I feel the pressure in my veins, let it erupt. Metal in my bloodstream, mind corrupt. Voices in the static tell me rise up. Breaking through the system like a deadly lockup. Dark thoughts spin like a rotary blade. Head full of noise like a war parade. I've been chasing madness through a steel brigade. Iron in my lungs from the nights I stayed. Heavy like a hammer when the baseline bursts. Breaking every limit like the planet reversed. Pulse go red when the chaos emerged. Channel every demon that the world dispersed. Cybercore burn through the back of my mind.
Fracture reality.
Glitch in design. Every little fear I consume, refine. Turning raw rage into fuel of mine.
Tear down everything you built in your head. Grind it to dust, leave the whole world dead. System failure, system failure.
I feel the pressure in my veins, let it It's all in my bloodstream, mind tore up. Voices in the static tell me rise up.
Breaking through the system like a deadly lockup.
Chrome bones rattle when the beat engage. Circuit in my pulse like a digital rage. Break through steel with a mental gauge. I'm the main glitch in your program page. Ritual scars in the code I speak. Bass hit heavy like a war technique. Eyes go white when the force peak. Every other threat that you make too weak.
Fractured soul with a voltage strike. Sparks in my chest when the drums ignite. Turn that fear into raw birthright. Unleash chaos when the world unites.
Break!
Corruption rising.
I feel the pressure in my veins, let it up. Metal in my bloodstream, mind corrupt. Voices in the static tell me rise up.
Breaking through the system like a deadly lockup.
Step too close and your breath turned thin. Calm on my face but the storm built in. Streets know well when my foes walk in. Once I show up, they don't walk again. Step too close and your breath breath turned thin. Calm on my face, but the storm built in. Streets know well where my foes walk in. Once I show up, they don't walk again.
Hard look good through a loud man quick. I don't raise voice, that's a weak man's trick. Every slow word that I choose to pick hit more deep than your whole click stick. Hands don't shake when the vibe go wrong. Fear in your stance, been there too long. You talk real tough, but you not that strong. I'll break your pride if you tag along. Thick boots drag on the concrete floor. One sharp turn and you freeze at the core. Pressure ain't loud, it's the weight you ignore. I walk too calm for you to explore.
Step too close and your breath turned thin. Calm on my face, but the storm built in. Streets know well where my foes walk in. Once I show up, they don't walk again. They don't walk again. They don't walk again.
Feel tight when my shadow spread. You lose your voice when your thoughts turn red. I don't need weapons, I break what's said. Most of your courage just lives in your head. Every slow blink make your posture drop. You think you strong, but the truth flip-flop. You bring loud threats, but they never pop. I walk through noise like it's just backdrop. Old scars talk when the wind blow through. Taught me how real men move on cue. Talk all you want, I see right through. Your whole damn myth won't save you. Ooh.
Step too close and your breath turned thin. Calm on my face, but the storm built in. Streets know well where my foes walk in. Once I show up, they don't walk again.